Ecamm Fam, what's good, y'all? Happy Thursday, Friday, whatever day it is that you're watching this. Welcome to another episode of Marshall Creates with Ecamm. It's good to see everybody. Yes, I am super focused today. I'm actually really relieved, guys, because my son, our youngest son, Jace, he just fell off to sleep. Usually put him down for a nap. It's been a wild ride. We used to have a nanny, which was my wife's niece, but she got married, y'all, and moved out of state. So we've been nannyless. And we have 4 kids. So we haven't missed a beat though. It's been an adventure to say the least. My kids are homeschooled, bless my wife's heart, because she does an amazing job with that. But not to get off track, I usually put my youngest son down. I'm watching him on the camera right now for a nap around 1:30-ish. But it was a little late today, so he just fell off to sleep. So I'm like, praise God, now I can do this. So if I get interrupted, that means he's woken up, but I got my eye on him, so hopefully we'll be straight. So it's good to see everybody. Welcome again to Marshall Creates, episode 10, I believe, right? This is episode 10, y'all. I can't believe it's been, 2.5 months already since we started this. But let me just say hey to some of you guys. Pastor Felicia, yes, I had to put the chapstick on. I always got some chapstick, at least one stick on deck at all times. So yeah, I appreciate you for tuning in. Tatiana, yes, thank you so much. Yeah, we have 4. Our oldest is 13, so we had him when we first got married. It'll be 14 years in a couple months. Wow. We got a 6-year-old Mason. We got 4-year-old Samir and 3-year-old Jace. Phil, great to see you. Thank you so much for checking in. I know. What's crazy is I put that together on the fly, and it looked legit. It looked legit. Yeah. So if you guys don't know what Simple Tech Review is talking about, It's from the promo video that we just released last week about video podcasting. So that was the ask this time. A video showcasing Ecamm's features and everything that it can do to help video podcasters. And you guys know that video podcasting, well, podcasting in general, I feel like it's found new life within the past year, especially within the past couple months. And I think we're at the beginning of a wave when it comes to putting podcasts on video. So for people that have already have podcasts like audio only, they're starting to do video, and people that are new to the podcasting space altogether are starting with video. Just thinking about Ecamm with the flow. Shout out to the flow with Katie and Doc. So there's like a new wave of video podcasting, and Ecamm, of course, is great for that. So we put together a promo video, which we released last week. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely check it out. It's on the channel. If somebody can link it, that would be great. Speaking of the video, Keely, what is good? What is good? Good to see you. You see, you made a excuse me, a cameo in the video. Since we're talking behind the scenes, y'all. You guys have seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. So Keely's in the video, but she's actually recorded that footage last year for a previous promo video. But I had so much to work with that I was like, you know what? It would be good to go ahead and pull that clips from that. So it's probably a bit of surprise for her to see herself in this new video. And Doc as well. So I used some footage of his. But yeah, it's good to see you guys. So yeah, if you have a question for me, definitely put a Q in a colon. Boom, like that. Luam, great to see you. Thank you so much. So this one's gonna be more chill, more laid back. I feel like it's a vacation week in a way. So I know that most of the team is over at Podcast Movement in Dallas, I believe. So but we're gonna keep it real chill. I mainly wanted to just do like, have a conversation, just answer any questions that you guys may have. If you wanted to see a bit behind the scenes, I mean, I'll show you a little bit of the workflow of the video if you guys are interested. But if you guys have any questions in general, I just wanted to kind of be here and answer any questions that I can, really about anything. Of course, Ecamm related, Office Studio related, my workflow related, even about design. If you guys have any questions about design, I wouldn't mind answering some of those types of questions as well, like specifically around the business of design, because that is my bread and butter. So let's start. Let me see what we got going on. Keely, royalties. Okay, we'll get with Ecamm on that. Oh, cool. All right, guys. So I'll start off by just showing you a bit of the timeline. Are you guys familiar? If you've seen the video I'm referencing, play the video. You know what? That's a good idea. Let's do that now. All right, so Katie, what is good? Great to see you. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the video. If you guys haven't seen it, and hopefully I'll play it with no issues. Okay. Just searching for it here. There it is. Okay, so let me share my screen. Create screen share. Okay. Can you guys see this? All right. So let me get my sound levels real quick, y'all, to make sure that y'all can hear it. Okay. System audio. Okay. I'll mute myself real quick and just play the video real quick. Do you want to start a video podcast but don't know where to start? Or maybe you've been podcasting for a while but you're bored with the traditional audio only format. Either way, I've got just the thing. Ecamm Live is the #1 choice for busy podcasters who want to easily create professional looking video podcasts. But why? They're more engaging for your audience, and video keeps their attention, so they're more likely to stick around and become part of your community. Let me show you just how easy it is with Ecamm Live. You can drag and drop graphics right onto your show to make it more professional. And if you have a co-host or guests, bringing them onto your show is a breeze. You can even tweak the look of your guest video no matter where they are. And you can set up your scenes in advance, so when your show starts, you can play your intro and easily switch between your scenes during the show. So it really simplifies your workflow and eliminates the need for a bunch of editing. Plus, your isolated audio tracks are saved right onto your computer along with your high quality video files. So there's no more waiting for a link to download your files. They're right there. And once you're done, you can upload it to your syndication platform. It's time to give your audience what they really want. So if you're ready to become a visual authority and take your podcast to the next level with video, join the Ecamm Fam. Thousands of podcasters have already made the switch. We're just waiting on you. Cool. Did you guys hear that? Hopefully you did. And we didn't just wait another we didn't waste a minute and some 17 seconds. It said the system audio was working, but hopefully you guys heard that. Did you guys hear that? Just let me know. So all right, so yeah, that was the video. So I can show you I guess the timeline. So I edited the video in Final Cut. Let me adjust my framing real quick. All right. Boom. All right, so I edited the video in Final Cut. Podcast promo. Okay. If I can find it. Hold up. Here it is right here. Oh, I need to turn that down. Okay. Okay, where did I start? Great question. So I started with scripting. We talked a little bit about the video workflow last week. So I can show y'all the script. All right. So some stuff didn't make it into the final product, but let me pull up the script real quick so we can just go through it bit by bit. Docs.google.com. So I write the script. Well, this script, being as though I'm working with Ecamm, I'll do it in Google Docs so I can easily share it with Katie so she can review it, share it with the twins, I'm sure, and add any notes to it. So this is can you guys see this? Yeah, so this is the script. Just really simple. Okay. Really simple script, and Katie will add her comments. I don't know how to pull her comments up, but she added comments to them. Not many. So it may be something that I forgot to mention, or maybe something that she wants expounded upon. She'll add her comments. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same thing. I think the first sentence was like, do you want to start a podcast, but you feel overwhelmed and don't know where to start? So I cut the overwhelmed out because I went through and like cut the fat. Like if the sentences seemed a bit long, I would just take them out. I would just take certain sections out. And I try to make sure I write the script in like a conversational tone. But like I mentioned last week, I use Jasper to kind of kick things off and end things. So for the intro and outro, I kind of use a bit of Jasper. So if you guys don't know what Jasper is, check out last week's video. It's an AI writing tool. So you just follow their prompts and they help you put together scripts and copy for whatever, if it's video, sales copy, stuff like that. So definitely check out Jasper if you haven't already. So the Katie and twins give me the concept for the promo. Yeah, so when we started our engagement a few months ago, we kind of laid out what the plans were. Okay, we're going to do a weekly show. We're going to start off, talking a little bit about Zoom. Then, they kind of gave me the reins to say, it'll be up to you what you want to discuss every week, but we want to have some type of focus on podcasts because that is the lane. That's their focus going into this third and fourth quarter into next year. Is going to really be around podcasts, doing video podcasts. So they said, hey, let's do a promo video for around the video podcast. So we already had the topic kind of picked out. So it was up to me to create the script. We had a meeting and discussed what are the main features they want highlighted in the promo video. And it was up to me to go ahead and develop the script, come up with the, the concept, how I wanted to do it. They really gave me the reins. they gave me full control over what I wanted to do. So which I love. So I kind of started there. Did that help? So that's kind of how it started. So yeah, as y'all can see, it's pretty much the same thing. Some stuff I kind of consolidated like this. I thought this was redundant. Your isolated audio tracks to say right onto your computer along with the master audio. Your guest audio was low, it didn't sound great. You can adjust it later. I removed that whole sentence. Your high quality video files are recorded right onto your computer, so there's no more waiting. So this was redundant. When I read through it, I think I didn't even catch it until I started recording the actual A-roll. I was like, this is redundant. So let me consolidate that. So I say your isolated audio tracks say right onto your computer along with your high quality video files. So there's no more waiting for a link to download your files. They're right there. So that was the final sentence. So I also removed this sentence. Audio only podcasting is becoming a thing of the past. It was actually cool because I was turning away from the computer and then looking back into the camera to create a nice little flow transition, but it just didn't fit right. It didn't fit right. So I removed that sentence from the final product. But I think it turned out fine. But just with timing, everything, and then the statement, I felt like it was just a little too long-winded. So going right into it's time to give your audience what they really want. So another thing is, thousands of our podcasters have already made the switch. We just waiting on you. So I didn't even have that sentence in there. But I added that at the last minute. So I think that was perfect. In my opinion, like we're just waiting on you. I didn't really know how to end that sentence, but I just put that on there. So then I got a logo animation. I didn't do that logo animation myself at the end. I actually outsourced that. I'm not good like with animations like like that when it comes to the custom animations. I can use a template. As y'all know. When it comes to the custom stuff, I need a little help. But I got that made. Yeah, if you guys could hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. So yeah, y'all, I recorded the A-roll, and then I did exactly what we talked about last week. I added all my A-roll in first. As you can see, this main section right here is the A-roll. So this is just me speaking. So I had sections where I was talking to. This would be cool because I get to show you guys some stuff. So I'm talking to the camera, but then a lot of the middle section, y'all, I'm not even looking at the camera because I'm just reading the script. I'm just reading the script. So I'm like, I'm gonna put B-roll on top of this, so I don't need to look at the camera. I can just read from the script. But I'll show you what I do, because sometimes I may want to show my face, but I'm looking down, so I'm like, oh, that's not gonna fit. So I would actually come back and Milli Vanilli that boy. Like I would literally lip sync what I said, but looking at the camera. Just so I could get that particular clip of me looking at the camera. So it would take a little bit just to get everything to sync up. But let me see if I can show you. So if I disable this clip right here, so as you can see, let me see. I'm gonna unmute the system audio. Unmute the system audio and turn down my audio. Hopefully there's no feedback here. You have a co-host trying to play. Come on. On Final Cut, don't do this to me. If you have a co-host or guests, bringing them onto your show is a breeze. So did you guys see that? Can you hear that? If you have a co-host or guests, bringing them onto your show. So as you can see, I'm literally reading off my computer. But this is the B-roll I had on top of it as I said that, to make it more professional. If you have a co-host or guests, bringing them onto. So, but you can see when I'm looking down as I'm recording. So look, this is a perfect example. So as this slides up, I'm looking at the screen as I'm saying that, because I re-recorded that part because as I was designing it. And this is the thing, y'all. I wish I could sit here and say that I storyboard out every frame. I literally just design as I go. I say design because I'm a designer, but I just craft it as I go. I edit as I go. So I have certain ideas of what I want to do generally, but the main thing is like I'm usually under some kind of time constraint. Ecamm, they don't really give me time constraints, even though they say, hey, we want to do this by podcast movement. But I usually just have a lot going on. So I I take the path of least resistance, if that makes sense. So I'm like, all right, just get the A-roll recorded and then figure out what you want to do with the edit. So that's what I did here. So when I wanted to have this pop up, this slide in, this section slide in is Ecamm's interview mode, right? I didn't want to be looking down at the computer. That would look ghetto, you know what I'm saying? So I re-recorded that part looking into the screen. So as you can see, if you have a co-host or guest, I'm looking down. But if I open this up, open this up, or already scaled it down. I have it muted, but if I turn the volume up, bringing them onto your show's a breeze. So I'm literally saying the same thing, and I say it a few times. Like if you have a co-host or guest, is bringing them on your screen's a breeze. Like I would say it a few times, and I would try to match the timing. I will maybe start with it playing a little low on my computer, but I don't even know how helpful this is for you guys, but I would just try to match it up. So onto your shows, I would look at the screen and make sure it looked natural, like I'm talking. If that makes sense. I don't know if that was helpful at all, but even this part, like if I disable this clip, you can even tweak the look of your guest video no matter where they are, and you can even tweak the look of your video, whatever I said, right? So let me disable this clip. You can disable this clip. You can even tweak the look of your guest video. So did you see that? Let me disable this. You can even tweak the look of your guest video no matter. So I was literally looking at the computer, but I re-recorded that video, so I was looking at the screen saying that. But that clip is actually muted. It's lip synced. You can even tweak the look of. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, I do a lot of in this part. I lip sync as well. I switched my shirt because I was like, all right. So if I have this fake podcast that I just literally created called Easy Peasy, I want to make it seem like I'm doing a show with Keely and Doc. So since I have this, it's almost like a transition as well. I don't know if you guys can hear me as it's scrubbing over the timeline. I'm sorry. Let me turn it off. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. So I knew I was flowing into this scene right here, right? I knew I was flowing, even though I kind of messed up because as Keely came on the screen, I didn't have that that shirt on. So that's an oversight. I'm just catching that right now. But right here, I lip sync this part. Then when I had her come on and then Doc, I made it seem like this was the actual show. Mind you, they both recorded these clips for me last year, completely separate. So I just put them together. Okay, so let me go back to the questions. I'm sorry, guys. How long did it take me to make? It probably took about 30 hours. This time, I'm actually getting faster, y'all. I think the first promo video I did for Ecamm took me about 80 hours, y'all. And then I went down to the lower. I think the next one was about 50. This one I got down to about 30. Because I'm learning a lot on the fly. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. When I start out, I know the gist of it, and I know how to use templates and plugins and movements and stuff like that to achieve what I want to do. To be honest, like somebody who's a beast at video editing and maybe they do it all the time, it probably would take them maybe 10 hours or something, or maybe even less to do. And I could be working harder, not smarter with a lot of the movements and stuff that I do, but I just got to get the job done. You know, I took a class by Ali Abdal on Skillshare on Final Cut when I first started working with Ecamm 2 years ago on some videos. So that gave me a good baseline knowledge of Final Cut. So that's kind of what I'm working from. And over time, I try to just increase my skills little by little, but I don't edit videos all the time, at least not yet. So, yeah, it took me about 30 hours, I would say. Okay. All right. Here about the design elements, graphics, overlays, etc. Yeah, just let me know what you want to know about it. So the Easy Peasy podcast, I'll tell you guys how that came to be really quickly. So I think that's the first thing really that's shown. Well, I'll show you guys this real quick. So this is just a a plugin from Motion VFX called M Messages. So M Message 2. So they have a whole bunch of different plugins, y'all. Motion VFX is called M Message. A whole bunch of different ones, but I wanted it to be, since it was such a quick clip, I wanted it to be very familiar, and I didn't want to get too deep with it. I thought about even having, because when you send the Ecamm link via iPhone, it actually shows the social sharing image with like a little preview of the website. It says Ecamm, so this one would have been appropriate, but I wanted to keep it super simple, because I don't want it to be too busy, especially when they only have a few seconds to look at it. Definitely didn't want a green bubble on there, right? Right. I wanted it to be super familiar. I went and grabbed I literally went to YouTube and grabbed the iPhone sound from YouTube, and I downloaded it using, what is this? Downy, right? You guys know about Downy if you tune in every week. Downy 4. I downloaded that sound, so everything was kind of seamless. But as you can see, it's so many different message styles that they have, and they even have like some emojis, like animated emojis. They have these alerts. Whole bunch of stuff, y'all. You can literally drag onto the screen and tweak it. They also had, where are these emojis at? Like these. Yeah, so that's that. So the Easy Peasy podcast, I gotta re-enable this stuff. So it's literally a template, a plugin, right? It was from one of these, to be honest. It was like a lower third or something that I liked. And I just like the look of it. And I just changed the wording in the template to Easy Peasy podcast. Was it M quotes? No, it wasn't quotes. Could have been MTuber or something like that. Yeah, it was one of these. I don't know which one. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I can find out where it was real quick, just so you can see how it came to be. Podcast lower third 06. So let me search for that in this main project. Lower third 06. Here it is. So this was from a plugin. And I just changed it to Easy Peasy and put podcast at the bottom. And all of a sudden I got a logo for the podcast. I don't work like that. With my regular business, I assure you. Yeah, it's one of these lower thirds templates that I just grabbed. So that's how that came to be. And I just created it. I used the same colors as you saw that they already had, and I just made it into a podcast. So let me see where I first showed it. Yeah, boom. And then I created a frame, like an overlay that was branded like it. So as you can see, it didn't take that much to create that. Just from a template, just from a plugin. Let me see here. Audio track inspires your visual creativity when choosing B-roll. It's different, man, because with this, I chose the audio really at the beginning when I started to edit, but sometimes I'll choose the audio way in advance. Like if you guys have seen on my channel, on my personal YouTube channel, the vlog, and even the office tour video. Like I had the office tour audio picked out probably a year and a half before I actually did the video. I didn't think it was gonna take me a year and a half to get it done, but that's about how long it took, like how long in advance I had that audio picked out. And the vlog video, the graphic designer vlog video, like it changes from like summertime vlog style to, okay, this is what I've been working on. And then I go right into, okay, like the little barbershop, show the barbershop that I branded. And then like some B-roll of me getting my hair cut and stuff like that. I was very strategic about that audio. I picked that audio out in advance as well. And then once I started editing, it just kind of flowed together like seamlessly. But it doesn't always happen like that. So it really just depends on what I'm working with and what I'm working on and how fast I need to get it done and stuff like that. But I knew the kind of vibe that I was going for. So I use Soundstripe. If you guys tuned in last week about the workflow, I use Soundstripe and I just kind of go through and check different categories, like corporate. I forget which category this was in, but as you can see down here, y'all, I have the different tracks. So I start off with the bass, and then I add in the drums, and then let the guitars and the keys come in where they're supposed to come in. But I didn't have the audio. I didn't have it start out like the actual instrumental starts out. So that's a benefit of using something like Soundstripe, where you can download the stems, because you can use individual sections, individual like tracks, little tracks for, I don't know what this is. Did I disable this by mistake? Individual tracks depending on what you're doing. And then I just had it end a little early, like on a specific beat. So I didn't really have to do too much with the actual the music on this. Let me see here. So the sound effects, talked about this a bit last week too, but the main stuff I added was just the whooshes, and I get that from Envato Elements. So let me see if I can just play. Let me take the audio off. So let me play some of the whooshes and the sound effects. Let me see. I don't know what this one is, but let me just play this real quick. Okay. This is a podcast, but why? Okay, so it's acting a little crazy because there's a lot going on here. It's a lot for the system to handle. Podcast, but why? They're more engaging for y'all, and video keeps their attention, so they're more likely to stick around and become your community. Okay, so hopefully you can hear some of those sound effects. But you want to search for like whoosh and plops. Like if you want when stuff pops up on the screen, if you want like a plop, it's called a plop, and then the other like that whoosh sound is a whoosh. So look for whooshes and plops, or whoosh. I like whoosh better. Whoosh. They have different ones, but I use Envato Elements. I talked about that last week. Definitely check out last week's video where I talked about the workflow. So I just pick whatever I feel like fits at the time. So yeah, this is done, so I don't really need too much here. But yeah, let's see, what other questions do we have? Templates, yep. So I definitely recommend Envato Elements for plugins. It's one of them. Let me show you real quick. Envato Elements. So for example, like whoosh. So they have different ones, coach. You can select it. So different kinds. It is a lot of junk on here, but you'll find what you need pretty quickly, to be honest. Like I usually find what I need like on the first page. Audio Jungle. I think this is the exact pack that I use, y'all. So it's as you can hear. Sound like somebody with a sword or something, but it's essentially giving you about 10, 15 different whooshes in one. So don't be distracted by the fact that they're back to back. You just select the section that you need for whatever whoosh. If you have a transition, if you have something coming onto the screen and you want a simple whoosh, they have different speeds. So you just select what you need. That's all. That's why it sounds like that. But I use this one right here. So this is pretty much all the whooshes I would ever need right here in this 8 seconds. And then plop is another one. It's a little harder to find good plops, but they're out there, y'all. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. So as you can tell, like some stuff is like, bro, what is that? But There's some good stuff in here somewhere. You just gotta find your plop. And this stuff may even be played out. I don't know. Maybe it is, but I feel like when you have just a layer, and I call this section sound design. Like I'll go through, I'll do my main edit, then I'll come back, add my transitions, I'll add do the color grading, and then I'll do the sound design. It's one of the last things I do, where I'll go through the video and just add in my little sound effects, and it just adds an extra layer of interactivity to the video, in my opinion. I feel like it's bare without it, you know. So yeah, and also for templates, well, they also have stuff like, let me see, go back to all items, like lower thirds, right? So I'll do video templates, and if you're in the Ecamm Fam, you're on Mac, so select Final Cut. So you can get stuff in here, and you can preview. Typically, I don't know why it's taking so long, maybe because I got a lot going on here, but you can typically preview the lower third. Yeah, I think it's I got my computer doing too much right now. But you can usually preview these and then download the pack and install it. It usually has instructions, but I talked about it last week. If you guys need like more in depth on how to install these and then run them. But I use Motion VFX. They're like my favorite source for a lot of the plugins that I use. They're a little expensive, but I think it's worth it. Like for example, in Message, they're usually between like 80 and $100 per pack, but like you're pretty set. So it has a whole bunch of stuff here. Transitions, kinetic, like I have these packs, like kinetic typography packs, where the words will come in and look really cool. They'll animate in. See, MKBHD has something that he did with them, which is cool. Oh, I know. What's her name? Justine did something with them too. MTuber, so a lot of plugins for YouTube. So it's not trying to play, y'all. I'm sorry. This is the first real hiccup I've encountered. Well, maybe because I have Final Cut open as well. But yeah, I love Motion VFX, and they make the installation process really easy. So I can show you that real quick. Let me see, Motion VFX, or let's call M installer. So you don't have to manually install this stuff. Let me see later. Like you'll download their little installer, and then you can see your licenses, like it, because you'll get a license for 2 machines. And then you can install it and uninstall it from here. So you can see all the ones that I have here. I use mgrid a lot, so that when I do something like for example, when it was the frame of me and Keely together, and then I slide to the side, and she slides over, and you still see her. I use mgrid for that. It's a lot of stuff. And behavior is essentially like when I have stuff coming into the screen, like from the bottom, like, oh, it does this with the little check box. I use in behavior. So definitely check out Motion VFX. There's one doc recommended. I forget the name of it, but I love this company. Okay, let me see here. Learning from the Ripple training course. Oh, cool. I'm not familiar with that. You definitely have to share what that is. Yeah, I was just saying that. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Let me see, Downy. Okay, so Downy, it's actually Downy. I'll show it to you guys. Downy 4. So it's a YouTube downloader. So you'll paste your link, copy your link from YouTube or really wherever, if it's a public video, and paste it into Downy, and it'll download it. It's really good. It's really good, y'all. I'll show it to you real quick. Let's go to YouTube. And let me see. Let me download a short video. Let's download one off Ecamm's channel. Whew. Okay, videos. Let's download mine since it's short. Do you want to start a video podcast? So I'll click share, copy, then I'll open up Downy. Okay. So this is actually 2 other videos I downloaded for another project, which they were a little on the longer side. So I'll hit plus, right? So this is what it looks like. I'll hit plus and it'll automatically paste and start download. It'll paste the clip and start downloading the clip automatically. Just like that. And it'll tell you what format it's in. So since I see it's a WebM file that's downloading, I'll go ahead and select MP4 for the post-processing because I want it in MP4 format. Because if I wanted to edit this video or edit it into something, then I can't do that with a WebM file, not in Final Cut Pro, not yet at least. So sometimes I'll download it and forget to check that and see what format that's in. And I'm like, oh man, I downloaded it in the wrong format. Let me download it again and then do the post-processing on it. And you can also like download just the audio as well if you wanted to. Like that's what I did for the audio, like the iPhone clip, like iPhone sound, the message being sent. So yeah, definitely check out Downy. I don't know how much it is, like maybe $20. Just a one-time payment, but it's really dope. So for example, I'll show you guys this. I literally just launched this site like today, s2spodcast.com. So I designed this logo some years ago, but just launched this site today, right? So dang, you know what, let me close out a Final Cut real quick because there's a couple video backgrounds on here, but I think they don't want to play because I'm pushing this computer a little too hard. All right, so this is a video background, so you guys check it out on your computer. Hold on, let me open up, clean my bag and see if I can do something. I got enough memory. Let me try to free up some memory real quick. Am I freezing up at all, y'all? Or am I good? Okay, let me try again. Yeah, I'm pushing it too hard right now. But let me just try it on here. S2S. Okay, can you guys see this? All right, this is better. Dang, Safari, let your boy down that quick. So I downloaded a couple clips from YouTube to create this video background. So this is an application where it's useful. So as you can see, like it's just some separate clips from the podcast, some other stuff from Eric Thomas, etc. And I had one down here, which I did the same thing. So as you can see, these flames I got from Storyblocks. So it's literally an overlay. And I can show y'all that real quick. That may be helpful for you guys' video edits, right? And I did this logo as well for the car, and the signage would end up turning out pretty cool. So let me show you this in the timeline. So let me close this. And open up Final Cut again. Show you guys a little bit of my day job. All right. So I actually have this in here as S2S background. So this is the project. So it's literally just clips chopped together from Downy, like I downloaded from Downy. So I added this overlay, this mini particles. You see these red particles? Can you guys see that? I added that. So what it typically looks like is, let me go here. Effects. Hold on, y'all. I gotta find it. Color board. Let me just add it in again real quick because I don't even know where I added it. So I have these mini particles. I'll just add this one because it's done the same way. So This is what it looks like when you download it, right? You guys can see this. So the same thing with the particle. So I'll drag this onto the timeline. The thing is, if you select the blend mode of screen, it will pretty much eliminate that black. So blend mode right here, I'll go from normal to screen. And this is what it looks like over top. So it pretty much gets rid of the black. So just keep that in mind, like when you download particles and stuff, and they have them on Vital Elements as well. So I'll show you. Let me see, element. Let me go here. Elements. Look at Jace. Elements.envato.com. Particles. And I'll go under stock video. So they may have particles like this. So if I play this, this is what it looks like. So let me download it. Oh, I'm not logged in here. Let me go back into Elements and Safari. I always bounce around between Safari and Chrome because Chrome has some plugins that I like to use. Like if I want to see what font is on the website, I can use a plugin on Chrome. If y'all ever need to do that, I know that's kind of nerdy, but check out for example, if I go here in Chrome, there's a plugin called what font. If I can find it. Oh, here it is right here. So I can literally hover my mouse over different areas of the screen and see what the font is. I love this. I use this all the time. As a designer, looks like they have just the same font on everything. But yeah, I love that. So I use Chrome for that. Also, I do like what's it called? Mail track my emails and stuff that are sent when they're open, all of that. Full creep status. It's kind of like what you can do with like MailChimp or really any email provider, email list provider, but you can do it in your personal email as well. Like for let me show you real quick. Like see this little green dot? It's like email tracking. So you know like what emails you're sent that are tracked and what emails you're sending when they're open and links are clicked and stuff like that. So early on, I just kept it, but early on, I would have clients a few years ago that were like, "Oh, I never got your invoice," when I could see that they did, and they clicked on it and viewed it. But I've kept it ever since. But it's called Mail Track, y'all. Full creep status. But yeah, so let me download this real quick. And Jace is moving, y'all. Probably gotta wrap it up soon. All right, let me see. Download. Let me just write in Ecamm. Boom. Make sure I have my right license. Download it. I'm gonna download it into the media folder. I'm gonna save it as an S2S particles. Okay. Let me make sure it's unzipped. Okay, yep. So now I'm gonna open up Final Cut. It's called mMessage 2 in Motion VFX. Just before your prompt to hit the. Oh, you're asking Paul. Okay, mMessage 2. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little late on some of these questions. Watch last week. Such a big pity. I can't get you to see my question. Oh Lord, y'all! Somebody answer Lil Wim's question, please. We don't want no pities up in here. We don't like that word. We don't like that terminology. It's positive vibes on my show. No pities, okay? So please, somebody answer this question. Come outside of the topic. Okay, yeah. I appreciate it, Mr. Moderator. Y'all connect offline, please. Call each other. All right. Sound design. Yes, sound design. I'm so late on these, y'all. fading, ducking. I think those are terms you switch an interview audio to music and vice versa, like the appropriate levels. Oh, I'm not sure about that one, Tatiana. Oh, snap. Okay, that's good to know, Keely. That's good to know. That is good to know. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So yeah, this one we gonna go ahead and say rest in peace to this stream, yo, because apparently, see, I'm blaming Doc because we talked about it before, and he said, oh, it's from such and such set apps. It's in the set app, so we straight, no issues, but hopefully we won't have any issues. But this stream may be gone, so if y'all alive, you're here. It's maybe taken down. 1,000 people watching. Oh my god. Podcast movement. What's good? What is good? Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, we gotta come up with a code name. And I'm not showing it on the screen anymore. Now that I know, I feel like I'm committing a crime now. Goodness gracious, y'all. Use it with the best of intentions. The Popo, YouTube Popo, whoever y'all are when y'all review this, I use it with the best of intentions. I promise y'all I'm not selling bootleg DVDs of YouTube videos out the back of my trunk. I assure you I'm not doing that. All right. It probably won't help me, but I had to say that. Got you. It makes sense, Keely. It definitely makes sense. Z can't give me footage to work with, or do you decide what you want from what has been published on Ecamm? No, it's up to me. So luckily I had some footage to work with this time. But I know last year, like I just asked Doc, asked Keely, asked a couple folks, hey, can you send me some footage? Asked Elicio, I think Shelly made it. I had a couple actors in the main Ecamm video that I did last year. It was like on Zoom. We started out on Zoom. And then some of the stuff was stock video. Some of the stuff was stock video. I know, right? It's always fun in internet land. It's always super fun. It's never a dull moment. I'll say that. It's never a dull moment. So let me just tie a bow on this real quick. So you see what I just downloaded? I'm just gonna add it in and show you guys. I mean, essentially works like this, like I just showed you. But I'm gonna just add it in so you can see the whole process. S2S, particles. I think that's the one I just downloaded. So I'll go ahead and import this, right? I'm going to drag it onto my timeline. It's particles, but like a black background. Okay, then I'll just change the blend mode to screen. I don't know why it's cropped in like that. I thought the aspect ratio was 16:9, but I'll just increase the size of this. So I'll change the blend mode to screen. So now it has the particles over top of it. It's not playing. Well, I guess it has to render first. Yeah, it's taking a while, y'all, because I'm on. I guess I gotta upgrade again, man. But I don't really have any issues. So I'm on a 14-inch MacBook Pro, M1 Pro, not Max. So maybe I should have went Max, but I don't have any issues with this. This is the first machine that I've been 120% satisfied with. Even when the Mac Studio came out, I'm like, this is the first time I'm like, I'm good. But now maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not as good as I thought. Because it is not trying to play this clip for you guys now. But you see the particles, okay? So this is regular. This is screen, normal. Back to screen. So the particles will pretty much play over top. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, is that what you're saying? Oh yeah, yeah. If I had to use something from Ecamm's channel, I'll be fine. I mean, but technically, I'll be fine. getting stuff from their channel, but you know, I could ask them for a specific video if I needed to. But I don't think I had to use anything from their actual channel in one of my video video edits. So yeah, y'all. It's like Jace is waking up. So yeah, you guys have any questions for me before we get out of here? This is your last chance because this video likely will be taken down. We'll have to re-upload the clip. I get it. I get it, Mr. Moderator. It makes sense. It makes sense. Favorite thing about editing? I would say the result. The result, whatever the result is, that we're going for, that's what I like. You know, I like the process. It can be grueling sometimes, but I like the response. Not necessarily the praise, because I'm not that type that, you know, needs praise and affirmation. It's cool, it's nice, but I like, in this case, Ecamm to get results from this. Like, what are the results? Like, is it's making you guys money? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I guess it stems from what I do as a designer for my clients. It's not about just making something look good. Like, a lot of designers are in that game. Like, oh, we just make you a cool, pretty logo. No, I'm about results. Like, I want to create something that's simple, is memorable, timeless, so you don't have to replace it a year from now. Versatile, appropriate. So it'll last you for years to come and get you results, give you confidence, right? And get you results. So that's what that's what I like most about, I guess, the final product, and then what comes from that. And once it's done, it's done. They can use this video, whatever videos, for as long as they need to. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. After this stream is over, if it's up, y'all better use the D word and get this if you want to keep it. No, I'm playing. Yeah, but sometimes, like, when I work on my own stuff, like, for example, the vlog, that was really fun for me. Like, and you guys check that out. And I'm not just trying to plug my channel, but check out the vlog video. I'll just pull it up real quick on my channel. That edit was really fun. That the actual video didn't get many views, but like, it's like three sections of that video. Like the summertime part, which was really high energy, that matched the music well. That was really fun for me. Like, that was the one that I can kind of hang my hat on. Like, I'm glad I put that out. If I don't do any other video, YouTube, what's good, y'all? Not this way, but this one, I've got to be honest. Check this video out when y'all get a chance. Let me see if I can play a little bit of it here. You know, I might as well just play it if I can. Let me see. And we'll just end on this. All right, so.
Wait, hold on. You got time for this?
It's got this life changer special.
YouTube, what up? Wait, hold on. You got time for this? I forgot what it was.
YouTube, what's good, y'all?
Okay, YouTube, what's good, y'all? Right.
Good, y'all, with a J.
YouTube, what's good, y'all?
YouTube, what's good, y'all? It's been a minute. I know. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna fast forward some of it just so we're not here forever. But yeah. I'm back. I'm back.
2,000 years.
And my voice, just so y'all know, like this was like 3 a.m. in the morning. I still had that morning voice, so you guys know I'm not purposely changing my my voice. But that's why it sounds raspy like that. Happened since my last video. I gotta be honest with you guys. Things have been amazing. Nah, y'all, I've been working on this personal growth, self-discovery, self-assessment, I've been reading a lot more, applying what I've been reading. I feel like I'm firing on all cylinders. I've been more present with my family, more attentive to my wife's needs. I've just been a lot more intentional about crafting my life right now and in the future. To be completely honest with you guys, I've put together a 5-year, 10-year plan. I've never done that before. So yeah, things have been going great. Business has been going great. I started my coaching program. So yeah, a lot of great things have happened. I've been focused. I've been locked in. So I'm getting ready to get into a bunch of updates in no particular order.
We're going to do the ABCs, okay? We're going to sing the churchy version, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Look, is this a sign?
I gotta look for a reason to have a cake.
All right, y'all. So 120 Design Studio, which is my bread and butter, still popping by the grace of God. One of my very first clients, Gwen Conyers, she recently launched her new book. This is the very first illustrative cover that I've done. And I think it turned out dope. Fun fact, that's my hand on the book. Of course, I made some changes, added some nails and all of that, but that's my hand. So here's a quick look at some branding projects that I've done over the last couple months.
For those of y'all who were at 120, the best conference ever. For the first time, I felt like the experience matched E's speaking. Not that the other events weren't good or, you know what I'm saying, like that we didn't have a good time or whatever. It didn't look like that. When I say the whole hotel was blew out, I never seen anything like it. It was a world-class experience.
But you had to be
No. It was, I walked in
and was like, who is this?
Oh,
I was
bruh.
shocked. Like, wow.
Somebody asked me, like, yo, did he buy the hotel?
no, I'm serious.
And look that way.
Hey, so one of my friends, Baruch, he owns Clean Barbers. That's actually what this hoodie is right here. So I did his logo, business cards, and his flyers. He took the design language and ran with it. And his shop actually won Best in Baltimore. So he just opened up his second location in Canton.
YouTube, what's good, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Clean Barbers, boy Scotty Pippen up in here, aka Baruch, blessed boy himself.
So what's next? I guess you just have to wait and see.
I think I got a good schedule going in the morning where I can get something content creation related done every morning. But yeah, just keep me in your prayers, y'all. Drop a comment, drop a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.
That's it, y'all. That was real long and awkward for me, so hopefully y'all enjoyed that. But yeah, that I think that's my favorite edit. You know, to answer your question, Prima, that was my favorite edit that I did. You know, I felt good about it. You know, because it was a lot. You know, especially y'all know me. Like I'm not on YouTube all the time. I'm probably on Ecamm's channel more so than my own. So kind of giving like a good recap of, you know, where I've been. I'm probably due for another one of those type of videos now. But I felt good about it. Kind of recap the summer and, you know, projects I was working on and stuff like that. And some of the impact I kind of have, I help my clients have behind the scenes. It's really cool to just kind of put that out there because 99.9% of my work I don't put online because I don't have time, and by the grace of God, I don't have to, you know. So even now, like if we weren't on this stream and I wasn't showing you guys the video, I would never have even shown that I did the Secret to Success podcast website. Even on my website, I know Mr. Camera Junkie linked it. That site is still in progress, and I haven't updated it since 2018. Outside of my availability notice, half the stuff says coming soon, and that stuff has been completed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, look, I appreciate y'all, man. I do. Thank you so much for tuning in. But yeah, this was fun, y'all. This was fun. But I'm gonna open book, y'all. As you know, any questions you have for me, just drop a comment. Let me know. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that was super fun to do, even on my wife. Y'all had a piece of lint on here the whole time. My wife doesn't really like when I include her in the stuff, but she's a good sport. She knows this is what I like to do. But she's super private and likes to be behind the scenes. But as y'all saw, she has a cake business. So if y'all can follow her on Instagram, that would be dope. Carol's Cakes and Bakes. Full churchy version of the ABCs. I know, right? That was my sister-in-law singing with my youngest too. But cool. I appreciate y'all. Truly. 120 Academy. I don't know. All right, y'all. I know we're a bit over. Jace fell back to sleep, so praise God for that. But y'all have any oh, thank you. Yes, that's why I'm not really on social like that, because I'm spending time with my family and I'm loving every bit of it. So yeah, I'm being intentional about that, being there for them, showing up for myself consistently and showing up for my family consistently before I get consistent on social media. I gotta nail that down first, you know. So that's what I'm working on, y'all, behind the scenes. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys don't have any questions, any lasting questions, then we'll say so long until next time. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me on this Thursday afternoon. Shout out to Podcast Movement. I don't know if you guys are still watching there, but if you are, what up? And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.